As well as being the celebration of Mardi Gras, today we will also be having our annual vestry meeting. That is the annual general meeting for the parish. And I thought I would take it upon myself to offer you, rather than a homily, basically a report, a State of the Union kind of address regarding the work and ministry that Church of the Incarnation has been participating in over the last 12 months. From the very beginning of my time here at Church of the Incarnation, one of the things I always suggest and say, and I say that broadly to all churches, and that is, if you were to ask the question, if Church of the Incarnation was to disappear tomorrow, would anybody notice?
I would.
Sorry?
I think I would.
You would. A few of us might. The reason that, it's a bit of a rhetorical question, but the point is that unless you are making a difference in the neighborhood in which you reside, unless you are engaged in the community in a variety of ways, there's no point in being the church. The church is an institution, it is a body, it is a group of people, it is a community of faith that are called upon to be the hands and the heart and the feet of Jesus Christ in the world. I think that it would be a fair thing to say that, yes, if Incarnation were to disappear, that many people would notice. That this past year and the prior history of Incarnation has been one in which engagement with the neighborhood, social justice making, advocacy work, and being the heart for those who are marginalized is at the core of the vision of this community. 2015 saw a variety of activities and things that went on that follow the vision of finding the heart of Christ in the world. The first is last year we worked hard at creating a garden project. We had Nadine Asmus here, who worked as a garden coordinator, and we developed 3 gardens with the hope that over time that there will be more. Not just about creating vegetables, but it was about, again, community engagement and providing opportunities for people to participate in a manner that allows them to give back. And as such, just in 3 small gardens, we were able to harvest a fair amount of vegetables that we offered to a variety of agencies across Oakville. And there were a few people that participated that were beyond the scope of our parish, people primarily from the Abbeyview housing down at Dorval Drive that came and assisted with that. And many of you assisted to ensure that it was watered and well fed and taken care of. And so that was really, I think, a good beginning for hopefully will be a continued engagement with these gardens. At the same time, the organization called Greening Sacred Spaces awarded us a pollinator garden. Now you think, a pollinator garden? Well, a pollinator garden is a garden that is created in order to attract pollinating insects and butterflies and so on. And I think all of us have heard of the crisis, the environmental crisis that exists in regards to pollinator like bees and so on. And so Greening Sacred Spaces felt it was within our ethos and it provided it to us, and they actually planted it for us, and it still exists, and it was a wonderful kind of symbol of the work that we continue in regards to our care of creation. With Captain Matt Morrison at the helm, we continued the battle with buckthorn, and have continued to clear a lot of the property here. David Jenkins, on 2 or 3 days, came himself and continued the work. And I think that also is a symbol of taking care of the great gift that we have been given in this place. And the vision and the dream that many of you have had, those of you that have been part of Incarnation for many, many years, of creating a kind of space, a meditation center, or a garden, or a place to gather and to participate in the neighborhood, have a place for people to come and converse and to be quiet, is something that we hope we can realize over the coming years. And this is a good beginning to ensure that we take care and are responsible for this sacred space that has been bestowed to us. Excuse me. Also, we've continued with the support of many of you and Susan Kern's leadership to provide the barbecues throughout the course of the summer months at Abbeyview. This year, I think there are more volunteers than there have been ever before, as well as more people participating. I think over 200 pretty much every Thursday. And that, again, provided a kind of connectedness between who we are and the people who live in those places, many of whom are really struggling with life in a variety of ways. They're new Canadians, or single parents, or they are living out of the low poverty line. And so to create a sense of collegiality and to be there to just support them is a wonderful opportunity that we have to continue to engage with our work. In relation, one of the big challenges that we named last year at this time was that we have an interesting issue here at Incarnation, that we have more teenagers than we have little ones. And we lost Peter Hayes, who moved to Toronto, who had been an outstanding youth leader for many years here at Incarnation. And so there was a vacuum for a period of time. Over the course of this past year, we've had Phil Carver become part of our community, and he is now leading our youth ministry with the assistance of Ali Turner-Summers. And over the last number of months, Phil and Ali have led the young people in a variety of conversations and activities and have great plans moving forward. So I want to acknowledge Phil and Ali to say thank you for that, because the young people of our community are sometimes the most disregarded, and so it's great to honor them in that way. Also, in the last number of months, we've had a wonderful group of young people meeting here on Thursday nights. And many of you know Aiden and Kobe and a group of others. They're members of the Raising Resiliency, Raising Recovery group. And this past coming Sunday, they're having a fundraiser here. Saturday night. It's a karaoke open mic night that we're all invited to attend. And so half the proceeds will go to the refugee families. So it's great to have those young people participate here every Thursday night, and to feel the energy that they bring to this building. It's really quite astonishing. There are a group of people that felt that there was a need for an alternative way of gathering together as a community of faith. There would be Karen Pitt and Alex Chin and Margaret F. Ells and who am I missing? Sorry? And Ali and myself. And over the course of a number of months, developed what we refer to as contemplative fire. Contemplative fire is a wonderful way to center yourself and find peace and quiet in a very chaotic world. And there are a large number of people who attend that gathering on Sunday nights, through Sunday of the month, that have never been to Inca in the morning, on a Sunday morning. They've come from a variety of places, and I would say 2/3 of the people that attend that do not come here in the morning. So they've, as I say, come from a variety of places around Oakville and beyond. And it's a really lovely community that has gathered and is meeting, I think, different kind of need for people that allows them to explore their own spirituality in a variety of ways with different kinds of installations that are made available. And it's something that we can continue to, will continue to evolve and develop as time goes on. One of the great gifts that I receive is to be able to be here with you Sunday after Sunday. For 10 years I spent as a bureaucrat working in Hamilton, and the single biggest thing I missed was having a community that I could call my own. And so when the opportunity arose and I felt called to come back into parish ministry, Incarnation was the only place that I wanted to be. And so it is a gift to me and a blessing to me and my family to be able to be here. And I am fed by the community as much as I can be part of the leadership of this community as well. So I want to acknowledge and say thank you to all of you that are here week after week, month after month, that make this community such a warm and inclusive neighborhood, community place where I can't tell you what it feels like to be a member here. Worship is at the center of who we are and what we do. Evangelists often say that it is in worship that evangelism has its roots. I don't agree with that. I don't believe that worship is where evangelism and ministry happens. It is where we are empowered and given the sense of direction and purpose to go into the world, to be the heart of Christ in the world. And we offer the hope and the spirit that our world is in such dire need of. And so when we gather together, we do so coming from a variety of places and backgrounds. When we think about the gathered community, most of us know a little bit about each other. Some of us know a little bit more about others. But each of us has a unique and individual story that binds us as one. And we all are in a different place in our journey of faith. We are all in a different place in regards to our own relationship with God. And it is a unique and wonderful opportunity to share the diversity in such a way, but with a common element and common purpose. And that is what we do each and every Sunday when we gather for worship. And there are many people involved in putting together these worshiping opportunities. And all of you, I offer a deep sense of gratitude and thanks for all that you do to make this happen. This past year, we said goodbye to Angela after 15 years, who's still around. She still participates and helps us out. And we also welcomed Margot Cudmore, who hit the ground running, and we haven't looked back. Margot is doing a tremendous job. I just want to say a specific thank you to one person who spent, and I've said this before, hundreds of hours putting together our new website. That's Tom Burchell. And if you've seen the website, you know what the work he must have gone to make this thing happen. It's quite a really fine website. And also, without Tom, our IT specialist, we would have been in big doo-doo many times this past year, because he really knows his stuff when it comes to computers and technology. We have had a very important initiative, as you all know, regarding our refugee sponsorship program. And it, again, is a testament to the commitment and to the passion that this parish shares and carries with the way in which the funds were raised in such short period of time. Many of you went beyond the realm of our own parish, and many people within your own circle of friends and family and co-workers participated in providing financial support to the refugee initiative. As you know, and Lynn announced last week, we now know the family that will be coming to Canada. A young woman at 27 with her 3-year-old son and 20-month-old daughter. We hope that tomorrow it could be that we'll have a place for them to live. We'll find out more tomorrow. But many of you have also been part of this initiative, and it is a very important work. And I thank you for that commitment as well. Looking forward into 2016, we are going to be continuing to work on many of these initiatives I've already discussed. One of the things that we will be challenged with is the fact that over the course of these past 3 years, the Diocese of Niagara has provided the Church of the Incarnation with a subsidy that has assisted in having me be here on a full-time basis. And that subsidy concludes at the conclusion of 2016. And so we were going to have some challenges moving forward to continue to keep our heads above water, but like any good challenge, we always seem to rise to the occasion. There are some building property issues that you'll be hearing more about as time goes on, and but we will continue to ensure that you're informed, and but the essence of the ministry that we are engaged in will continue in earnest. One of the wonderful things that I have noticed in the past 12 months is the number of new faces that are part of our community, and the number of the new faces that are engaged and participating in the work of the parish as well has been a very positive thing, and I want to thank all of those of you that have stepped up to assist in a variety of ways. Again, it is a privilege and a blessing to work with all of you here, and I thank you for your support and your commitment and your love. And so that is it for now, and we will continue with our service.